there! Welcome to the Real English Journey, the podcast where we don't just learn English, we live it. I'm Maya, your English learning coach and friend. If you've ever felt confident when listening, but suddenly silent when speaking, you're not alone. You know English, right? You've studied it, you've practiced vocabulary, maybe you've even passed tests. But when someone asks you a simple question like, "What do you do?" or "How was your day?" your brain goes quiet. You freeze. You feel stuck. Sound familiar? Today, we're going to unpack why that happens, why speaking is so much harder than listening or reading, and more importantly, what you can do to finally break through that wall. This episode is your safe space. You don't need to be perfect here. You just need to be honest and open to trying. Ready? Let's dive in.
Let me guess. You've been learning English for a while now. You've watched Netflix without subtitles. You've listened to English music, podcasts, YouTube videos. You've even tried reading books in English. You understand a lot. When you listen, you nod along, you feel proud. But then someone talks to you for real. They smile and say, "Hey, how's it going?" And suddenly, your brain turns into fog. All the words disappear, your heart starts racing, your mouth opens, and nothing comes out. Or maybe you do manage to say something, but it's slow, hesitant. You pause too much, you repeat words, you say things you didn't mean. And afterward, you replay the whole conversation in your head thinking, "Why didn't I say that? Ugh, I sounded stupid. I knew the right word. Why didn't I use it?" You feel embarrassed, frustrated, maybe even ashamed. And that voice in your head gets louder. Maybe I'm just not good at English. Maybe I'll never be fluent. But let me stop you right there. This is not your fault. You are not broken. And fluency is absolutely possible for you. Let's get real. Most English learners struggle to speak not because they're lazy, not because they're bad at languages, but because they've only trained half the skill. You've trained your brain to understand English. That's reading, that's listening, that's passive learning. But speaking is different. Speaking is active. Speaking is performance. Speaking uses your memory, your emotions, your mouth, your breath, your confidence, all at once. It's like going to the gym and only watching fitness videos. You'll learn a lot, but your muscles won't grow until you move. English is the same. Understanding is not the same as speaking. And just because you know the words doesn't mean your mouth can say them quickly, clearly, or comfortably. That takes practice, repetition, patience. Here's another truth. You're probably overthinking. You want to speak, but your brain panics. Wait, is it go or goes? Is that the right tense? What if they laugh at me? What if I sound stupid? So while your brain is busy freaking out, the moment passes. You say nothing, or you say something you don't really mean. And then you stop trying. That panic, that perfectionism, that's the real wall between you and fluency. So let's talk solutions. Let's talk about what actually works. The small daily habits that help you stop freezing and start flowing. Here are 5 powerful tools that can completely transform how you speak English. Number 1, shadowing. Copy like an actor. This is one of the most powerful techniques for fluency, and it's free. Here's what you do. Find a short English video or podcast. Play one sentence, pause, then repeat it immediately, copying the tone, rhythm, and feeling of the speaker. Not just the words, copy the emotion, the speed, the energy.
It's like you're an actor learning the role. You don't need to understand every word. That's not the goal. The goal is to train your mouth and ears to move together, to make English feel natural, not robotic. Just 5 minutes a day can completely change how you sound in 30 days. Number 2, speak to yourself out loud. Yes, really. I know it sounds silly, but if you're not speaking to others yet, you need to speak to yourself every day. Narrate your life like this. I'm brushing my teeth now. I'm making tea. I forgot my keys again. These little sentences, they matter. They teach your brain that speaking doesn't need to be scary. It can be normal, relaxed, private. Speak to your mirror. Speak in the shower. Speak while walking. Just speak out loud, not in your head, because your mouth needs the practice, not just your mind. Number 3, record yourself, then celebrate progress. Pick a topic. My weekend. My favorite food. What I did today. Talk for 1 minute. Just 1. Then listen. At first, you might hate it. You'll notice every mistake, every awkward pause, every strange sound. But that's the point. Don't be cruel to yourself. Be curious. What can you improve? Where did you sound great? Then, record the same topic next week. When you compare the 2 recordings, you'll hear your growth, and that builds confidence like nothing else. Number 4, stop waiting for perfect grammar. Please hear me this. Fluency is not about perfect grammar. It's about comfort, flow, confidence. You don't need big words. You don't need textbook sentences. You need real-life phrases, like, that's cool. I'm not sure. Let me think. It depends. Learn and practice natural phrases, the kind native speakers use every day. You don't sound smarter with perfect grammar. You sound smarter when you speak smoothly, like yourself. Number 5, speak every day, even 5 minutes. This is non-negotiable. You don't get fluent by thinking about English. You get fluent by speaking it. So make a rule, 5 minutes of speaking every day, no matter what. Talk to your cat. Talk to your phone. Talk to a voice app. Talk to yourself. Just speak. Because when you use your voice, your real voice, fluency begins. Part 4, the mindset shift that changes everything. You know what holds most learners back? Fear. Fear of mistakes. Fear of sounding wrong. Fear of being judged. But what if I told you that mistakes are required? They're not failures. They're proof that you're growing. Fluent speakers aren't perfect. They're just brave. They speak even when they're unsure. They keep going even when they stumble. They laugh at their mistakes and learn from them. So stop punishing yourself for being human. Instead, reward yourself for trying. Every time you speak, even 1 sentence, you're building the muscle, you're planting the seed, you're moving forward. You don't need permission. You don't need to be ready. You just need to begin. Final message. You are closer than you think. If no one has told you this today, let me be the one to say it. You're doing better than you think. You've already come so far.
You've already learned so much, and you are so close to the next level. Yes, fluency takes time. Yes, it takes effort, but it doesn't take perfection. It takes heart. It takes consistency. It takes speaking one brave sentence at a time. So here's your challenge. This week, speak English for 5 minutes every day. Use shadowing. Talk to yourself. Record your voice. Use real-life phrases. Laugh at your mistakes. And most importantly, keep going. Because the only difference between you and a fluent speaker is time and practice. Fluency lives on the other side of fear. So take a breath, trust yourself, and speak. Thank you for spending your time with me today on the Real English Journey. I hope this episode gave you not just knowledge, but hope. If you found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with another English learner who needs encouragement today. And I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest struggle when speaking English? Send me a message or comment on this episode. I might talk about it in the next one. Until next time, keep talking, keep dreaming, and remember, you are not alone on this journey. See you soon!